Hello, today's video I'm going to be showing you how to assemble your Ollieroo dip stand. This one in particular comes with all your necessary parts and bolts that you need to assemble this dip stand. We are required to use for tools. You can use a ratchet and socket. The socket is 17 millimeter. You can also get a set of vice grips or pliers, and get a Phillips screwdriver as well on the side as well, just in case. But other than that, let's get started. So what I have here are pretty much the main parts of the dip stand right here. The first step is going to make you assemble the rubber pieces that are on here already. Is basically like this. Pop them on. That's pretty much it. And then the next step, what you're going to do is you can place it on the floor, on a table, wherever you may please. What you're going to use are screws number 7, which are the screws that have the bolt head. So basically what you're going to do is put the screw from the bottom like that and push it through like so. Get 2 of them for one side. Then you're going to get one of your handlebars here. Place it right over. Then what you're going to do is get your bolts and kind of put them on there. Just enough for it to be secured on the bolts. And then what you're going to do is use your ratchet and socket. Like I said, this is a 17 millimeter socket here. And then what you're going to do next is obviously secure it on there. These bolts in particular, they have a plastic insert on the inside, just for safety reasons, so it's not it's not becoming loose over time. So it does take a lot of, some strength for the screw to go all the way through. So take your time. If you have an extra set of hands, I suggest you have an extra person do it. But other than that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to the point where I have this installed already, and I'll show you what it should look like after it's done. Okay, so this is pretty much what it should look like after it's completed. Basically what I did to get this going, I know some customers are going to have some issues with it, but what I did was I had flipped this over upside down just like this. I had got my pliers up here. Held it on, got the ratchet, and just started going like that. Luckily the socket was long enough for mine, but if you have a deeper socket, meaning it being the socket longer, so this part right here, if this piece is long, if you have a longer 17 millimeter socket, recommend using that, but I was able to get by with this. So, but yeah, so pretty much I used the vice grips, or you can use pliers, held on to the top screw right here, and then just secured it from the bottom, and used the ratchet to basically tighten it up on the bottom. And this is how I got it. So, like I said, if you have an extra set of hands, which I don't, it'll be easier. To be honest, it took me about 5-10 minutes just to figure out how am I going to do this. But at the end of the day, it gets completed. So now that I'm able to pass information to you guys, so now you know exactly what to do. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to where I have the other side completed, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so as you can see, I have both sides assembled. Next, what you're gonna do is get your next set of screws, your only set of screws pretty much, and then what you're gonna do is put this crossbar on the inner parts of the dip station. So what you're gonna do is basically place it like this. Place the screws, the head of the screw on the outside. This one in particular looks like a Phillips screwdriver, a Phillips screw pretty much. So that's why I told you to get the Phillips screwdriver to have that on the side. Basically, what you're gonna do is like how you do with you can either use the pliers or you can use a screwdriver. What you're gonna do is place a screwdriver into the insert right here for the screw, and then you're gonna tighten with the ratchet again and get it secured on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast forward to that point where I have it on there, show you what I did, and go from there. Alright, so this is pretty much what it should look like after you put one side on. So, like I said, I put the screws with the Phillips screw head on the outer part, and then I put the bolts on the inner part right here. What I ended up doing was getting the Phillips screwdriver, placing it right here, keeping it secured where it doesn't move. Got the ratchet and just started trying to tighten it, and it ended up working. So that's what I would recommend having you do. Like I said, I'm gonna keep on saying this. If you have an extra hand, that will help you tremendously. But you can do it yourself, but it'll be a little bit easier if you had an extra hand. But anyways, I'm gonna fast forward to the point where I have the other side hooked on, and that'll be the finish of the installation, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so this is what it should look like after it's completed. And yeah, it's really sturdy. It's all metal, so you should be all good. If you end up having any questions or concerns or any damaged parts or missing parts, anything of that sort, feel free to give us a call and we can definitely assist you. Other than that, thank you for watching our video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.